So this is going to be a fast-paced call. We're going to be efficient. We're going to be productive. We're not going to fuck around. I first want to set some framing. Look, this is more value with... Well, first of all, I hope you guys are well. How you doing? I hope you guys are well. One of my missions within this Trinity experience and container is to make failure impossible for you guys. To give you so much support, practical support, where you're able to solve the problems that are plaguing you as effectively as possible and have a level of support that I really wished for and didn't have when I was coming up, and a lot of young coaches don't have. Part of this is just giving you more, but giving you strategic more. So these will be hyper practical. We're going to be going through your coaching calls, some of my coaching calls. This is the art of coaching, communication, psychology, persuasion. How is Saad such a strong communicator? How is he able to be on a call with 60 people and lead a masterclass? How is he able to speak in front of people so effectively? How is he able to have 90+% conversion, right? All of these things are going to be illuminated to you through these calls and will trickle down to you in a powerful way. The expectation is that you come every single week. Every single week. This is for you. I gain nothing extra except helping you guys get greater results. So I guess I do gain something, but this is just extra time and energy from my essence and spirit and knowledge to you. And I've also invited some Trinity OGs to it as well, because an open invitation to them, because one, they can step into a leadership position. Two, because I wanted to give them some goodwill for being OGs, you know, like kind of rewarding your most loyal clients. And three, because I know they could be able to lead and give you guys a lot of value. They're obviously not in the full Trinity experience like you are, so it doesn't compromise that at all. But in fact, I feel like it really adds meaningfully. So I invited Akshan, I'm inviting Jacob, Lockie's obviously alumni, and Em and Jai also have an invitation. How does that sound to everybody? Cool? Thank you guys. All right. That was a strong start. Now, because Mauricio is here, so Akshan, do you have any, I want you to, if you have any calls, I want you to send them through to me. This could be challenging calls. This could be very, like wins, like calls that went really well. Branson, Clement, I'm awaiting some of yours. Lockie, we've looked through yours. Riley, we've looked through one of yours. I want to really see another new one of yours, Riley. And I have on my list right now to review next, Mauricio and Simone. Mauricio, we're going to go through an inquiry call. Do you want to give some brief 60-second context? When I say 60 seconds, I mean 60.
Yeah. This one, I ended up signing her, but she was an ideal client, had a big pain point. Backstory, she was really obese, lost all the weight, put half of it back on. Now comes to me and she's like, I'm really locked in. So has a good job, single, really nice person, really motivated, seemingly. I was almost nervous because I knew she was an ideal candidate for like hybrid coaching.
Yeah.
So I don't know if that will come across on the call. I've only watched the first 10 minutes back. But yeah, it went well overall, but obviously there's always things to improve on.
Great. And you guys will see, you had this is only a 13-minute call.
Yeah.
So you were able to take a fresh inquiry from, yes, Jacob. Yes.
What's going on?
Fuck yeah. I'm really happy to see you here. I did not expect, because I didn't frame it to you yet. Fuck, can we get some emojis up in here?
I saw your message, but I was coaching, so I thought I'd jump in. I've got a spare 40 minutes before I've got my next check.
You got a spare 40 minutes to upskill. Let's go. I'm as you can see by my excitement, I'm very glad to see you.
I'm glad to see you.
What I was saying to the other guys.
I didn't get that fucking reaction.
Oh, oxygen it. The game.
Ox, you Darty.
Matrix and stuff.
You know, I'll tell you why, honestly, because a part of me has been mindful that maybe Jacob has pulled back a little bit from the family and group, and I was wanting to find ways to pull him in, and maybe even you too, Akshan, and like just have you guys be a part of this and still contribute in meaningful ways. And I haven't seen him on a call in so long, and I haven't seen you on a call in so long, but I think that's probably an expression, honestly, of my subconscious missing of Jacob, while we've been probably in a little bit of more communication recently in particular. So yeah, that's just me being honest.
I'm just playing. I'm excited to see him too.
That's some serious Saad right there. All right, guys. All right. Let's go review Mauricio's call on how he was able to convert a client in 13 minutes. What did she see beforehand? Did she see any of your landing pages, anything beforehand
Oh,
about
no,
your
no.
offer?
I had 2 sessions with her. One was just like a consult where we went through her goals, what she wanted, and then I just did like a little movement assessment.
Uh-huh.
And then the second one was like a full PT session, which she said she really enjoyed. So we had some touch points. And this was from a text from the gym as well, from an inactive list.
It was from a text, an inactive list, and she signed up to what?
To $120 a week hybrid coaching. And also, I will say, because anyone that's in a big box gym, I texted, I didn't get I think she replied and never booked in through the Calendly, never booked in. So a week later, I followed up, and then she was like, oh, yes, sorry, and then booked in. So always follow up, because this wouldn't have happened if I didn't.
Quite animated right now, as you can tell. Clem, why you use the blackest emojis, man? Like I'm
Because I'm dark.
brother. I'm the brownest motherfucker in here, and you gone full.
Ally.
You going all the way. You can't go any darker.
One can have aspirations.
All right. I'm happy for you. One more time, Mauricio. You said following up. I just want to hammer home the point. She did not respond to you, right?
She responded, but never booked in. And then I followed up. I was just like, hey, I don't want you to miss out on this. Get the booking in. And she booked in. And then
Amazing.
from there, it all rolled on.
Or that little follow up could have made you now thousands of dollars and help someone's life. Amazing. All right. Oh, okay. Before we go,
just quick question. What's your offering to it? Like, what's your hybrid coaching offer right now?
1 session with me in person, and then a 30-minute check-in, and I'll give her everything. Yeah.
And you're charging 120 for that already?
Yeah. And she had no price objection, so I reckon I could have gone higher. You'll see in the call.
Yeah.
okay. And I gotta say this: you guys are Trinity coaches. Trinity coaches should embody a premium price.
So sore.
Yeah.
But yes. Yeah, oh yes, so good. Came straight home and ate something, was pretty embarrassed. But
Good.
yeah, thanks.
Good. Did you feel okay for the rest of the day, or were you still a little?
No, I felt fine for the rest of the day. Really wanted to go and finish the workout. I was so annoyed.
That's okay. It happens sometimes.
Yeah.
How are you feeling today? You're sore?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Where
In the best way. Muscles I didn't know I had.
are you sore?
Glutes, hamstrings, a little bit in my shoulders and my chest. Yeah.
Okay. That's okay. It's okay.
So I think what you're doing well now is you're kind of breaking the ice of kind of maybe the nervousness of like being on a call and all of this. So this is a good little check into how she's doing. This is good. And Jacob and Ux, I want to see definitely videos from you guys to review because you guys are higher level. I'd love to see what you're doing right now on this level of your experience.
So good.
It's going to get better and better. I hope. No, it will be. All right. This is just a quick, I won't try to take up too much of your Sunday, but I just wanted to discuss.
Okay, so that automatically puts you in a place of lower status, right? I'm really going to give you guys details here. I won't try and take too much of your Sunday. Like you can say that it's kind of like an acknowledgement of respectfulness of time, but if you're going to say that, I would link it back into vice versa, like how busy you are as well. Subconsciously, it's a status lowering comment and puts you a little bit in less of an authoritarian position. Like her time is more valuable than yours. Like I would never say that on a call here. Like I just be mindful of that.
Discuss where to go from here, because obviously, like you have a pretty interesting story as in you like you managed to lose heaps of weight and you put it back on. So I want to set you up for success. How did you find the sessions? Did you like them?
Yeah, I did way more than I thought I would actually.
Great framing question from the beginning. How did you like this? And you're asking a leading question, which gets her to speak positively about her experience, which creates suggestive thinking to be more inclined to be receptive to coaching. So that's good.
I found all your little adjustments and just showing me how to do anything. Like the way you explain form makes sense to me. It was really helpful. Yeah.
Thank you. That's awesome to hear. That's good.
No, it's great. Thanks.
Good. Okay. So how many sessions do you think you can do realistically? Like, be super
Oh,
honest.
are we talking like a week? Like
Yeah.
how many times I
Yes.
could go to the gym per week, or
How many times do you want to go to the gym, and how many times would you like to do sessions with me, or are you open to?
Does she know your prices
any.
at this point? Remind me. No? Okay.
No.
going to the gym right now, like once, maybe twice a week, depending on how sore I am. But
Okay.
I would love to be sort of after this initial hump is over of every time I move it hurts. I would love to be like 4 times a week kind of thing.
Okay.
Sessions with you, I would love to do maybe like once a week or once a fortnight just to check that I'm doing what I'm doing properly. Would be great.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
And by the way, if anyone wants to chime in, have comments, has feedback, has questions, the floor's open. This is not just me here, by the way. Why is that good what Mauricio just did? Yeah, Riley?
Now when he presents pricing, he can go straight to the package that will suit her the most and like not go through additional ones.
Exactly. He's understood her even though she doesn't understand the price, he's managed her expectation, and then he can funnel his communication more effectively.
I'm going to share my screen. So I have a few options we can go for. So because I have a lot of people, right, that I get everyone to do in-person sessions with me at the start. But then obviously some people get it quicker than others. Some people like going off on their own, and I understand that completely, and I get it. And actually I like that because it means you've learned and you can go off and do it on your own. And then if I'm ever not there, you can still go and get into the gym, right?
Cool.
So what I recommend to everyone is we go kind of balls to the wall, and we just go everything, everything.
I love
in.
balls to the wall.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, we go all in.
Okay, that's fortunate she responded positively to that. Okay? It can be I don't mean the comment about balls to wall. I mean like Simone, Hey Simone, if I say that to you or some of your females, like what can sometimes be a response to something like that.
They might say that they don't have balls. I don't know.
I meant more the emotion of I'm like, Simone, we're gonna go balls to the wall, post every day, right?
I wouldn't care if it was me, but like I can understand a female being like, "Oh, okay, weird."
Do you think maybe some people might feel a little bit intimidated by such a like, oh, we're really gonna? It's a lot.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I like to do a hybrid offer, so a hybrid training, which is 1 session a week.
I like to do. We got to reframe our language here, guys. Don't speak in I, speak in what works most effectively in the experience of my clients is. What works most effectively, what's her name? Kate. Hey, Kate. So what works most effectively in clients like you is a hybrid offer because of this. I is good for if you're a very strong authority. Better to use link to evidence that you already have, like your past clients.
And then we check in once a week, like this on Google Meet.
Yeah.
It is a little bit more commitment from your side in that we track everything. So we're going to track.
A little bit more commitment. This isn't bad what you're doing, but balls to wall commitment, like you're stacking points of resistance that could give someone a reason to walk away or feel intimidated by the process. But then you're like, oh, but it is a commitment. I want them to know that. It's really good to communicate that better in a VSL and an expectations document after as well. But look, you got the out. Look at her face right now. She looks concerned.
If we go this route, we're going to track nutrition, sleep, weight, steps. Not absolutely everything. We'll hide some of this stuff, but things like digestion and stuff we'll also keep an eye on.
And it's also going to be in your benefit to show a tracker of somebody who's you're already using that's been like them. It can even be yourself. Like, here's what it would look like. Here's why we do it.
Cool.
I really love this. I really love this because everyone that does it gets amazing results, and that's the main thing for me. Is we smash the results. How does this sound to you? Is this like something?
Okay, that's better. Like, everybody who's used this has got amazing results because just add a little bit more weight there. A good check-in question. How does this sound to you? That's
Something you
good.
see yourself doing, or is this a bit too much?
No, I think
That's good. That's a really honest question. I'm glad you checked in with that.
you started saying it, and my little heart was like, "Oh my god, that's so much accountability." But I think I need that. I think that's exciting. It sounds good, actually. I think balls to the wall to get things going sounds good.
Yeah, yeah. And then obviously, like once you get into the role of things, we can always pivot from there and say, okay, look, maybe I got it now. I got the sleep down pat. I got the nutrition down pat.
Good.
I go to the gym, which is the main thing. And we see the main thing with the tracking. Like the most important thing is that we see the actual result happening in front of us, right? Like we see it over the next few weeks. Like, hey, we're actually losing weight at a good pace. The sleep's good. I'm feeling good. Steps are good. I'm not getting sore after sessions. And for me, that's the coolest thing to see. And everyone that commits, and it's a
For me, people care a lot more about themselves than us. I think that's one takeaway from this is a big language change for you guys. Instead of I, you.
It's a relatively small commitment. Like filling in the tracker every day is 10 minutes, 5-10 minutes.
Good.
And then you check in with me 30 minutes a week. And everything's done for. Like I do it all for you and make your program everything. And for the first couple months, I think it works amazing. And then we can always, go to like one session a month or whatever we decide. But how does this sound? Does it sound like something you want to do? Because I don't want to just like get people on that are like don't want to do this level of commitment and all they want is one session a week or one session a fortnight.
Good.
How does this sound to you?
I think it sounds good. I don't know. I'm like torn between being terrified and being super keen.
It is scary. I understand.
Yeah, I think let's do it.
Let's do it. Let's do it. Because look, I don't offer this to everyone.
I would have given more time and space there. I would have given a little bit more time. I know I put it on 1.25, but you kind of rushed in there a little bit. I could feel like the little bit of like, talk to me about that. How are you feeling at that moment?
Yeah, I was definitely like, I was almost like surprised it was going so well. Like she was like so keen after everything I said. So I think that's where like the nerves came out a bit.
That's okay.
But yeah.
That's all right. You can feel her like nervous excitement as well.
But in your situation, I think you're like perfect for this, and I'm excited. I can't like hold my excitement back in my voice. I'm sure you can hear it, but I'm excited because you're gonna get sick results. Really.
That's great. I like that you're showing a bit of authenticity there, and you're allowing that to come through.
Let's do it. In terms of availability, you work 9 to 5.
I do Monday to Friday.
And our sessions would usually be in the morning. Okay. What day? Do you want to book in a few sessions?
I would definitely do payment first before this part. Yeah, because in this meantime, you can, you haven't actually got the client to sign on yet.
Yeah, like recurring?
Yeah.
Okay. How about Monday?
Further do afternoon. If you're going to be
This Saturday, I have 12, but I can book it super honest in the form. It's going to ask you a lot of questions.
It's good you're doing this. Like, you want to do this on the call, but do it after.
20-30 minutes minimum. It's just so I can best plan where
good with my meal plans and stuff. Like I'm sitting here working out my new meal plan for this. I am.
Awesome. I'll show you in our calls. I'll show you you can share it with me, and then I can at least keep you accountable because I know it's important. I hate talking about it, but everything up for you. And I'll send you the link. Pricing. Because I know it's
Uh-oh.
important. I hate talking about it, but it's important.
What did she say?
Pricing. Because I know it's important. I hate talking about it, but it's important.
Oh, don't say that.
No, don't. Go for it.
So with the hybrid offer,
Look, I appreciate your candidness. Like, I appreciate that. But what do you guys think? I hate talking about it. How does that sound to you?
I think because you've already sold her, it's like she's already fully committed pretty much, right? You literally just have to lay the price on the table.
Yeah.
Almost having and even if you don't believe it yet, create the belief that like whatever the price is, she's gonna say yes.
Yeah.
Like she's committed. She said she wants to do all this, sweet. And then if she rejects for some reason, deal with it then. But I don't think like go into it without the thought or idea that she's gonna reject. Like have full confidence in your coaching offer that it's like sweet, like these are the prices, which one works best for you? Sweet, beautiful, hybrid, 129, done.
Yeah. Now, Jacobs has a few years under his belt to be able to build that confidence. But I would probably channel a little bit of delusional self-belief and a little bit of what you do when you step into the ring now.
yeah, definitely. This is the part where I was like, after I was like, fuck, like why did I not just like be confident? But yeah, got the result.
You did. And that's okay. Like, to get this learning with the positive result is beautiful. Like, that's great.
And this includes a session a week. It's 119 a week.
So I would be sharing with her the Canva, like instead of the tracker being still on the screen, I would be sharing with her the presentation of what it looks like.
Okay, how's that sound? Okay.
Pretty good. Yeah.
And
I feel you rushing a bit.
if we ever want to add on sessions, you'll get a big discount on the session. So if you want to, like, if you say, hey, Mel, I love the sessions, I want to do 2 sessions a week, you'll get more. If you want to add more stuff, but yeah, we'll talk about that. We'll talk about that all.
Too many words.
I'll send over a link and we can start from next Saturday. So, or this Saturday coming up in 6 days.
Sweet.
Okay. Awesome.
Okay. How long do we do this for? We're talking per week. How many weeks, or is that like what we assess along the way?
I don't like to set a minimum or maximum or anything like that. For me, it's about how quick do we see results. But in saying that, this stuff you're not going to get a result in 3 weeks or like, do you know what I mean? So we can go like most people, I would say, I mean, it depends. You want to lose 20 kilos, right?
Yeah.
How long do you think that's going to take?
Oh, it's going to take a while.
Yeah. So,
Okay, okay, I can see how this client, I can already see the retention drop off, guys. So this client if there's a reason this client will walk away, I think it's because of expectation management, and she has an idea of how long this will take. And I would get really clear on how long she thinks this will take.
it's hard to say, and it depends how consistent we are and how well we get the results. But yeah, well, let's just start week by week and then we'll see how we go. Yeah.
Cool. Sounds good.
Yeah.
Okay. Any questions?
So 10 kilo drop, like we can technically do a 1 kilo loss per week if you're 100% adherent, like for 0.5 kilo to 1 kilo loss per week. And that can take 10 to 20 weeks. But Kate, those are results for people who are virtually 100% adherent. And we know that, when changing behaviors, it can be quite sticky, and there can be things that happen, like that come up, and you can talk about what those might be. Mauricio. So I would get a little bit clearer in this onboarding process about adjusting and managing her expectations around how long this could take.
Any queries? Anything you're scared or concerned about? Anything I can clarify?
I say scared, but I usually tell myself that when something feels scary, or is it actually scary, or is it just unfamiliar and uncomfortable? And usually for me, that's right before I do something that is going to benefit me. So I travel on my own and stuff. And before I would do that, I would get the same feeling and I'd be like, oh shit, what are you doing?
Mhm.
And I feel like it's the same thing. It's just because I'm stepping out of a comfort zone, but nothing grows in a comfort zone. So let's do this.
Absolutely. I think this is a positive.
So what she's doing, she's actually self-coaching herself right now. Like this is usually she's belief shifting herself. Usually this is something we have to do, but you actually have a good you like her? Yeah. She has a good temperament for taking risk.
Thing. So it's
Yeah.
it's scary and it's uncomfortable, but it's positive. If it's scary and uncomfortable, but it's negative, then maybe question. But
You should probably not get
Yeah, don't I don't even mention that. Like don't even mention negative. Like don't even plant that seed in a client.
the white band. Okay. Oh.
but no, that's awesome.
You should have taken this screen down a while ago.
One more thing, I am slipped my mind. Oh, the next call we have is going to be a bit longer
Don't say slip my mind, just pause and think.
because we're going to go through. It's what I call a mindset mapping call. So we're going to go through what this really means to you, and it's going to be a very vulnerable and open chat, and it will be scary.
Okay.
But it's amazing. You'll see. You'll see. I don't want to say too much, but let's set up.
I love it. Let's do this. Okay.
Awesome. Okay, let's do it. I'll send over the link. It'll be like a payment thing, but it won't start.
Yeah, look, you can do more of that framing at the beginning of that call. About it being like, hey, this is where I want you to open up and things like that. Like I wouldn't, because it can pull it for some people. If you had this exact same script, this exact same conversation, you would have got it to pull back for a high neuroticism client.
Until we actually start. So it will just take your details and then it went. Yeah, I can always change it and pause it. And if you're on holidays, you just let me know.
Yeah, see, I know what you're doing now. You're adding this extra stuff. I've done this. You're adding this extra stuff like pause and holidays. Like no one gives a fuck. It's not. You don't need to say this right now. She's not asking. I can feel like you're caveating. You're adding like, oh, but this to compensate for a part lack of belief in what you're saying, and that part of you doesn't own your shit and think you're worth the price you're worth. I can feel that. Am I at all accurate here?
No, 100%. 100%. That's why I said like I was nervous, and I think this is where it came across.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you.
But yeah. All right, okay. Thanks for the chat. I won't take up too much more of your Sunday. Have a great.
No, I'm in my PJs. I'm feeling very busy. I'm going to pick up my groceries soon. I'll change that.
Yeah, you're gonna go get your groceries.
Yeah.
Nice. What do you got near you? Is it Aldi or
All
Car?
right, just talk shit. Did you take payment on the phone on the call?
Nah.
All right,
Nah.
cool.
I sent the link.
Let's practice that. Cool. Okay, so any feedback from Mauricio?
Yeah,
This is
good
not-
work, bro.
This is not easy. Go ahead, Glenn.
Yeah, I want to say good work, man. I think you matched her energy really well and her vibe overall. And I think she's a little bit awkward as well, but personality-wise, but that's cool. Like, it makes her less serious. And I think you, in some ways, the awkwardness, if you want to call it that, actually made it better, I feel like, rather than being super damn serious about it.
Mm.
Of course, there's things we could improve on, but overall, pretty good, bro. So, yeah, well done. Alice can give you the feedback stuff. I'll just gas you up.
Thank you.
Cool. Anybody else?
I've got a question. Mauricio, do you, like, deep down, do you truly believe that you can help her?
Yeah, I actually do. Like genuinely.
How?
Yeah.
In what ways?
I think she really needs accountability.
Yeah.
And I think in the gym, like from the session that I took her, she got heaps out of it. And just keeping her motivation up is going to do heaps for her adherence. And yeah, from face value, that's what I think will be most value for her.
See, even how you responded then, calm, like confident with the answer, like you genuinely, like I can tell you believe that you can help her. I think if you can take that into the call with her, and it's like at the end of the day, like you know you can help this person, and like truly believe it, and they're like, if they don't want to, that's sweet, but it's almost like a little bit of their loss. It's not your gain; it's like their gain, if that makes sense. By working with you, because you're the one that's going to help them change their lives.
Mm.
But at the end of the day, like you're building evidence, like the repetitions is evidence. And then in the future, it's like the stack of evidence that you do have, you're then just more confident with everything. But you got the sale, which is sweet. Like you now have the opportunity to help her, which is amazing.
Yeah, that's right.
I think for context as well for everyone, if I didn't sign her on, I'd be losing money now at Genesis, like for rent.
Yeah.
So I think it was a bit of desperation from my side to sign her on, and that's why I was a bit nervy.
Yeah.
But yeah, definitely like if I didn't need her as a client, or like there wasn't that sort of neediness, I think I would have presented the whole call a bit differently.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's honest. Yeah. All right. Thank you, Sim. Just gonna run a little. Thank you, Jacob. I'm gonna run a little role play. I'm actually not gonna be the client. Actually, Jacob's doing a good job here. Jacob, could you be the client? Mauricio, you the coach as usual. Jacob, Mauricio's gonna take your money. All right, he's gonna take it from you, steal it. So all I want you to do, Mauricio, is role play that back in going through the end process of your package. Like, here's what it is, and then just ask for their payment details. Jacob, you can be yourself, or you can throw a couple of spanners if you want. You play it intuitively how you like. All right. When you guys are ready, Mauricio.
All right. So I'm glad. Let's get this started. So with the hybrid offer, it's 120 a week. How's that sound to you?
Yeah, beautiful. I'm keen.
Let's do it. Let's do it now. You got your phone on you?
Yeah, I do. I've got it right here.
All right. I'll send you the link. It will take 2 seconds. We'll do it on the call now, just in case you have any issues. But it's very, very simple.
Oh, my Gmail's down at the moment.
Is it?
Yeah.
What are you on right now?
I'm on my phone, but my Gmail's been disconnected. I've got my bank details.
Bank details?
Yeah.
All right. I'll get you to put in the first week deposit, and then we'll sort your Gmail out. All right.
Sweet. Awesome.
Done. Just send through my bank details.
Beautiful. Awesome. I'll do that right now.
Let's do it. Oh yeah, sick. Got the money. Thanks.
All right, good, Jacob. Good, because just random shit, right? Like fucking Gmail's down. That's great.
The reason I did that was because what you can do is take the card payments. So sometimes, like, rather than adding more layers to the process where they've got to click on a link and then fill in their details, if they just get their BSB and account number straight up, you put it straight into your system.
That's right.
Like less barriers or steps.
Less steps.
Yeah.
Yeah, I gotta get good with that on Stripe. How to use that, but that's a good one.
So
yeah, if you can speed up that process, yeah.
You could simply ask, okay, so what are your bank details? Could you just share your bank details? Or what is your what's your best debit card or credit card number? And then you just be quiet. And don't assume they're going to be uncomfortable to share it with you. Don't like say no to don't say no for the other person. You know, we don't know. If they are, you can send them a link. Like, you actually don't need fucking Gmail to send that link. It can be done over text.
Yeah.
So, but that was a good spanner. And Mauricio, just slow it down. Slow it down.
And most people, like, they won't say no. It's like, if you ask for their details, most people will just like literally like give it straight over. They're not gonna hesitate or anything like that because they almost see you as an authority, and it's like,
That's
yep,
right.
like
This is a
of
business.
course, like I do that, yeah. Whereas like we think that they're gonna hesitate or say no, they honestly 9 times out of 10 they won't. I know when I've been on the other end of a sales call, I've been like yes every single time and done the payment over the call straight away because I have no reason why not to.
Yeah. Cool. Good job. Good job. Hey, that's not an easy position to be in, to not only just show the call, be in the call, and also get critiqued. I understand.
Nah, thank you. I got heaps out of that.